from the Million Worker March, from the Katrina Survivors Organization, a woman who comes to every rally, organizes her own events, not just for Palestine, but on various issues. Thank you so much, Brenda.
I don't have much to say. I just think that there's two things that I think we need to be very prepared to do. And one is, and I'm not just talking about those sitting here in the room, but those that are not here in the room. We need to make sure that we build the strongest united front that we can, not only in this city, but in this country. And that we must stand up righteously. If Cynthia gets hurt, or anybody else who went over there, or anyone who's going over there, that we have to really build a gauntlet of protest, real stopping of things. Not a protest at a time that nobody's around, not a protest on a Sunday on 42nd Street when nobody's there, but a protest that actually stops this city. Makes the mayor and the governor and Obama pay attention to the fact that we're not going to allow them to be on the side of oppressors and the imperialists. That they must be on the side of the people, or they're not going to be on anybody's side. And number two, we have to build the kind of united front that shows real, true solidarity with each other. The movement used to be, at one time, when we weren't coming to help somebody who was in trouble, but we were standing shoulder to shoulder as revolutionaries. We were standing shoulder to shoulder in solidarity all the time. So if something is happening, I mean, we're exposing the underbelly, the brutal underbelly that did not just come into place when the Zionists decided to come and steal land and kill people and rob people and maim people in Palestine. This underbelly has existed for quite some time. And many of us who were over in Durban, the connective tissue was that people saw that. And so therefore, they clearly understood each other's struggles very clearly and were standing as one. And that's why they have to discredit Durban and the issue that slavery is the worst crime against humanity, and also the stance that we're taking against what was happening in Palestine. Because there was really some solidarity there. And we cannot just come together when there's a crisis and go to our separate communities when we think the crisis has been taken care of. We must be side by side with each other all the time. Some people ask, why are black people standing with the Palestinians? Why are black people going over to the Gaza? And the reason why black people are doing that is because the black people who are doing it are conscious revolutionaries that have taken a stand for a long time. And have not allowed anybody to bully us into silence. So the last thing that we have to do is that we have to take a strong tactic against the media, the imperialist media in this country, that have the audacity to black out what was happening over with people trying to deliver humanity. or her tentacles go. Thank you.